Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Leanne, and today I am sharing some really fun, quick and easy, budget-friendly DIYs, kind of what I normally do on this channel. Today we are continuing on with the Christmas theme, and I'm super excited about these, so let's get right to it. For this first DIY, I've got this picture frame from the Dollar Tree, this scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. I love this little pack. It's the smaller paper, but I got it when it was half off. And then I have these nativity ornaments from Hobby Lobby as well. There's 3 of them in there, I think. And I got that when it was half off as well, so it was only $1.50. So really affordable here. We're gonna just get our picture frame open up. I really like the finish on this frame, so I'm not gonna do anything to it. We're just gonna keep this very simple. I'm just going to pick out which piece of scrap paper I want to use. I wanted something, I was kind of going for like a more rustic, muted tone in this DIY, so I'm going to pick out this plaid paper. We're just going to cut it down to size, and I was able to just kind of use this piece that I'm cutting off and line it up and fill in, finish out the piece I needed. I was able to make it fit there. You really cannot tell the pattern lined up really well. So we're just going to put our paper back in. I do put the glass behind the paper. That way it gives it something like firm and hard, but I also didn't want to put it over it because I didn't want it glossy finish. So I just put the glass behind the paper. Then I can always use it again in the future for something else. So with our nativity ornament, we are just going to fill in the hole with hot glue. I kind of wish I had done spackling because the antique wax did not go over any little remnants from where I wiped off the glue. So you'll see how I end up fixing that. But I'm just using a baby wipe and staining this with some antique wax, just wiping on and wiping off. I'm trying to go gently with this because this does have a lot of little grooves in it, and I didn't want any of the stain to just like clump up in any of those cutouts. And you can see here, it was like just not staying where the little bit of hot glue had been. So I decided to just go in with this metallic gold paint, and it's not like super crazy shiny. And I just went in with a small paintbrush and painted the star on top of the nativity, and it covered fine there. So the paint covers fine over that, just not the wax. And then I'm just using some hot glue. I wish I had a detail gun for this, but we're just going to hot glue that on. And I actually didn't get it totally centered, and I was a little bit bummed. I may go in and cut out some more paper because I couldn't change it. I'll show you it at the end. At the end, I'll show you all the finished DIYs. So for this next DIY, I've got this ornament that is from Walmart. I picked it up last year. This sign from Dollar Tree, and the ribbon I believe was also from Dollar Tree. So we're just going to open up this frame. Once again, I like the frame color, so I'm not going to paint that at all. And I'm just going to, I was trying to really carefully take this off so I didn't tear the paper. But then you see here, the ornament that I was using, the way I was going to do this was not going to cover up the picture in the center. So I ended up just painting the whole thing black. I was going to try to just use a black and white buffalo check pattern, but what was underneath was the same as the piece I took off. So I think you know what I'm saying. So I'm just going in with some paint in the color ink, and we're going to cut our ribbon into strips. We're just going to make it kind of look like a present. It is a wired ribbon, so I probably didn't have to glue it, but I decided to glue it anyway. And I'm just going to make sure everything is centered. Put down a little bit in the center because we're going to be gluing the ornament in the front, and I didn't want it to pull the ribbon away from it. If the ribbon was not glued in the middle, I felt like it wouldn't hold as good. So I did put glue in the center there. And this is another really super quick and easy one. I was hoping I could just bend off this little hanger because I heated it up with my hair dryer, hoping I could just pull the glue off or soften the glue so I could pull it off. That didn't work, so I just used these wire cutters and just cut off the top of the little hanger. So it wasn't super hard, it just didn't go the way I thought it would. And then hot glue is difficult on metal, so I'm just using my super glue gel and putting a good amount of it on. And then I think I do go in with a little bit of hot glue as well. but I just feel like hot glue doesn't, you know, it cools so quickly on the metal. And we're just going to press that down, make sure it's on there really good. I put a few paint bottles on top just to help it press down while it was drying, and then I just popped it back in, and I love how this one came out. If you are new to my channel, hi and welcome. My name is Leanne. I enjoy sharing budget-friendly DIYs with you here on this channel, and I hope that you consider subscribing before you leave and make sure your notification bell is turned on. For our next one, we're going to use another ornament from Walmart for 98 cents. I picked this up last year, and we're not going to do a whole lot here. I'm filling in the hole, but then actually I'm just kind of putting glue along the whole roof line. And we're going to use this faux snow. You can pick it up at Dollar Tree. If you have a Hobby Lobby nearby, it's actually cheaper there now that it's on sale. And I think it's a slightly bigger bag, but either way, Dollar Tree is still a good deal if that's all you've got access to. Probably Walmart has it too at other craft stores. And we're just going to bring the snow to life here. You can also do this with Mod Podge, but I decided to go for hot glue, and I just put along the top of the roof, along the top of the chimney, basically wherever the snow already was, and we're going to put it along the bottom as well. I just thought this was really cute, and I'm hoping to do some like gingerbread, whimsical food type theme in my kitchen this year. I've been wanting to do that for a while, so that's kind of where my head's at for these. And then I'm just going to take some of those tumbling tower blocks from the Dollar Tree and hot glue them on the back so that this will stand up. Probably will use this on my tiered tray. Not totally positive, but yeah, I love how this one came out. Super easy. Just needed a little bit of embellishment. Now, to keep the snow from falling off and being a complete mess at the end, I decided to go in with some Mod Podge. I do this often. I poured out the Mod Podge because I didn't want to put the little flakes back in my bottle. And I just go really, really thick. It takes a little while to dry, but if you try to go thin on it, you'll just end up pulling more of the snow off. For our next one, I have this little sign that it was already a makeover. I did it, the sign is from Hobby Lobby. I like to buy signs there on clearance. And I had Mod Podge on this little window cling, but for the fall, and I just wanted to redo it. So even though I Mod Podged it, I was able to peel it off pretty easily. Not like so easily that it was going to fall off, but easy to change. So we're going to just, I taped off the edges because I wanted to leave the edges of this black, but we're going to use some red crimson paint and paint over the buffalo check, but we're only going to do one coat of it, and you can still see the buffalo check through it. It just looks like it's like a red buffalo check. I saw someone do this, and I don't know who it was, the painting over the buffalo check pattern, or I guess this is more of a plaid. This isn't really buffalo check. Anyway, I have these window clings that I pulled, or that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I found one that fit on here. I am cutting off the edges. I don't always do that but this one was like tinted like a teal green. It wasn't actually clear, but this is really annoying to do. So find window clings that have a clear edging, or paint the background the same color. And then I'm just going to go in with some Mod Podge once again and attach this on. Very, easy. Thin layer of Mod Podge. Place it on. Try to push out, make sure there's no like air bubbles, and then I just put a little bit of Mod Podge around the edges, and I think that is it for this one. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love that because it helps me out so much. So I hope that you do that. And let me know in the comments down below which one of these is your favorite. Right now we're working on our last DIY for this video, and I have this little chalkboard sign from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint all of the wood, like all of the wood pieces on both sides in this red crimson paint. I originally was going to do the inside edge. You saw me trying to do that just a second ago, and then I decided not to, because yeah, I'm just going to end up doing that the other color, which I think is white. Yeah. So we're going to paint the base and the outside edge all with this crimson color, and I'm just using a small paintbrush. This is way sped up. I just took my time so that I didn't get it on the chalkboard, because we're going to paint that as well, and I didn't want it to be hard to cover up the red. So just using a small paintbrush helps a lot. And it only took one coat of paint. This wood took the paint very well, and so I only had to do one coat. Now the window clings we're going to use on this one were in the same pack as from the last DIY, but they're like a 3D and they have a stickiness on the back. So I've never used them on windows. I don't know how they would work because like typically window clings don't actually have like a sticky adhesive on it. But these puffy ones do. So, but it says window clings on the packaging. Anyways, we're going to make this a double-sided sign. So we're going to paint both sides with some white paint. I'm using white chalk paint from Waverly. I do a couple coats of the white, and I'm just using a little angled brush, and I'm getting the inside edge you can kind of see of the wood there. I'm just getting that with this paintbrush, and this little angled brush worked really good. These were so sticky that I didn't even use hot glue or anything else, and I'm just going to use this cute little gingerbread man on one side. My tier tray is not usually seen from all sides, but I decided to still make this a double-sided sign. And these are so cute. I'm really excited to do my kitchen this year. And then I put this little gingerbread-like tree on the other side. This edging on it is just white, so I figured it kind of blended in well with the white background. And here is how all of my DIYs came out. My house is not decorated for Christmas yet. It will be soon. So I don't have a Christmas background here. But I just wanted to get good lighting so that hopefully you could see how all of these came out. I know there's a variety of styles in my DIYs, but I just kind of decorate with all things Christmas that I love, and then I typically try to group like things together. So I hope you enjoy these. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video.